update from action here in MotoGP with Bagnaia on pole.
Yeah, Bagnaia on pole for the fourth race in succession, leading is and the impressive Frankie Morbidelli. They go from your second row. Marc Marquez, the Austin winner, heads row Martin on row 4. Let's quickly, though, pop down on the grid. Simon Crafart has got an interview lined up here with our Austin winner, Marc Marquez.
Really difficult because of track conditions. We haven't seen any long, dry runs. But my gut feeling says...
It's match point for an exciting 27-lap MotoGP battle here at the Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli, Pecco Bagnaia, Rini, Fabio Quartararo, the world champion-elect. 52-point advantage he has over the poleman Pecco Bagnaia, more than his Italian rival. We're all set. Jack Miller's set, the famous chest thump from the Australian. What part will he...
Vale, it says there on the helmet and on the bike of Luca Marini. Brad Binder starts this warm-up lap from pit lane from 15th. There are 3 races left in MotoGP 2021. This is the 16th chapter of the year. Diandroit, we're ready to go racing in MotoGP. Eyes on the lights, and away we go. Good start from Miller, really good start. He's going to go...
Patrick KTM there, he's come through from 5th place into 2nd. Not the dream start that Pecco Bagnaia was wanting.
Oh, Quartararo's getting there. Miller must have got caught up somewhere, but Miller's gone back through to 2nd. Bagnaia then is trying to break.
So it was the dream start then, the Pecco Bagnaia. 17 for the World Championship leader.
Marc Marquez up the inside of Miguel Oliveira into turn 8. He goes up into 3rd place.
The KTM rider, Miguel Oliveira, 2nd he was through the 2nd corner from 5th on the grid, but he's lost that place already. Marc
Guy getting out front. I want to see a replay of the start a little bit later on, because it looked like Miller initially got off to the better start when the lights went out.
Yeah, Miller made the start through now. It's Taka Nakagami, one of his first victims at turn 14. He certainly is.
Yeah, he goes up into 14th place. He's now got fellow French.
The first lap that the factory Ducati team wanted, the first lap that Pecco Bagnaia wanted. He would have dreamt of that when he went on that very distinctive bright yellow one-off Valentino Rossi tribute livery. He was started 3rd. He's 7th at the end of lap 1.
Quartararo's to get from 7th on the 3rd row up into 3rd.
Yeah, Ducati would have been hoping that Johann Zarco could have maybe put up more of a fight against Fabio. Executed perfectly by Pecco Bagnaia. Here comes Pol Espargaro. That's going to be aggressive up the inside of Miguel Oliveira coming through.
Petrucci that went wide at turn 8. He's now challenging him once more. Meanwhile, out front, these 3 are already breaking away as Marc Marquez looks to try and get through.
The mediums, they've gone hard on the front with Bagnaia and Miller, the only 2 men in this race on the hard front tyre, the top 2 men in this Grand Prix who have double long lap penalty. Joan Mir's had a wretched weekend, instantly forgettable. 2 crashes yesterday afternoon, including a bit.
Unfortunately, anticipating the start, there's going to be nothing on.
Somebody's gone down.
Who has crashed? We can hear
that
it.
That sounds big.
That does sound big.
Oh,
on his
dear.
birthday as well. And it looks like Mir has gone over to apologise potentially here. Good to see them both embracing.
Bath unfortunately on his 31st birthday for Danilo Petrucci. Not the farewell to MotoGP in Italy he was hoping for. Down and out earlier. Miller, can he operate as the perfect wingman here? It's going to be tough work to keep Marc Marquez behind you for 24 and a bit.
Moment.
Yeah, big twitch there on the gas from Pecco Bagnaia. That squeezes that top 3 together even more. You just know that, exercise caution and common sense in this position. He will not fire it up the inside of Pecco Bagnaia. Just not worth the risk.
No, and he shuts us down earlier on this weekend, because he is well on course here for a big result.
Had the championship not been at stake, it's not just the individual glory that's up for grabs here. Of course, Ducati right in contention potentially for a triple crown. It looked like at turn number 8 he could have eased through on Pecco there.
Yeah, he's acting as the perfect wingman at the moment, isn't he, Jack Miller? Could be a few...
Yeah, he's about half a second behind the Spaniard on the lone Suzuki entry now. Miller's down.
Miller's gone.
Oh dear, Jack Miller turns 2, 6 and 15. He's absolutely livid with himself. Incensed. Miller bails out then early on here, down at turn... For Jack Miller, turn 15. Another victim of that treacherous, tricky left-hander. You've got Marquez 2nd, Pol Espargaro 3rd.
And after watching that crash, Ducati are going to be a bit nervous now.
Yeah, I mean...
He's on the podium for now, with Pol Espargaro inheriting 3rd, Miguel Oliveira 4th, Morbidelli, by the way, doing a great job. 5th place for the Italian.
Yeah, and he helped a couple of tenths of a second. Nicola Cuona's riding brilliantly again. He's there in 9th place. Now then, and lively in those last 3 laps. Marquez at 7 failed attacks on Pecco Bagnaia. This is a different ball game. He wants the glory here, and he's lining up a move through into turn 2. No, he's not quite close enough.
Yeah, he's got the fastest lap of the race as well, and he's at the Frenchman. He'll be hoping Marc Marquez could do him the favour, ruffling the feathers of Bagnaia.
Ducati and Bagnaia really needed. Marquez going to find a way through. No, Bagnaia is too sharp on the brakes on that front end into turn number 8.
Marquez lost Marquez's backyard. Now it's a role reversal. We're in Pecco's backyard, and Marquez wants to spoil the Pecco Bagnaia.
Corona, he lost places to Rins and Quartararo already. Back at the front though. Pecco Bagnaia has been in this position before in Aragon War to try and beat the Ducati man on home turf last time out. Can he exact revenge here on Bagnaia in his home Grand Prix? Haven't we here in Misano? How pivotal could that be though, of course, with Ducati trying to win the team and construct the jet and touch Bagnaia. Look at the drive that the Ducati gets coming off that turn number 6 and then through the fast kink. All year long we've heard Mark, with that sort of 5 or 6 bike lengths Bagnaia is able to take, then it's really, really hard then to recover it back in the braking zone. Marquez just a little
in there, just a little bit longer. No one wants to see Marc Marquez +0 on your pit board, and Bagnaia's been there before. Ian Rossi, 16th he is at the moment, lapping very well.
Fabio Quartararo on the last lap of his personal, pretty heavy traffic at the moment. The Frenchman still can't quite get close enough to Alex Rins. In fact, Rins is responding there. He's pulled out
on board out front. It rumbles on to Portugal, but there could be an awful lot of twist and turn to come. There's 20 laps still to go here.
The race, Steve, is there for him to take any crazy risks? He's ridden so smart and intelligent all year long. He's had the brains to take the victory, and that's not a foregone conclusion with 20 laps to go and a certain Marc Marquez rampaging all over your rear tyre. Threes as well, doing an excellent job there in 7th place. He's about half a second behind Aleix Espargaro, who's having a really good ride. Tough weekend, strength back in that right arm and right shoulder as Rins picks the pocket of Jorge Martin into turn 14, and now Quartararo trying to find one hand and 4 fingers on the biggest prize in global motorcycle racing. But at the moment, thankfully for Fabio Quartararo's sake and Yamaha, that Ducati really need some favours here from Zarco. They need him to get on the pace of Quartararo and get through.
Completely in second. Out of turn 8 we go. Still Marquez just, what, a 10th off.
How many times have we seen classics with Jorge Lorenzo in particular, of course? Who could forget the memorable tussles with Andrea Dovizioso? And now, I don't think he'll need any dashboard messages. He'll be able to hear that Repsol Honda Marc Marquez all over his rear tyre.
Quartararo has moved up to 9th
though, because he's 6/10 behind Rins, who is fallen 1.5 seconds behind the impressive Luca Marini, who's tumbling down the tower.
It might be Taka Nakagami, you know. Nakagami had just put in his foot.
That counts for very little. It's when there's points and prizes at stake, when Taka Nakagami's got to get his head in the right place. It's another fall then for the at this stage. Rins just had his personal best lap of the race, a 1:32.819. That was a couple of tenths quicker than Quartararo on the previous lap. That gap was
right up towards the fastest turn on the circuit. You can see the fans there on the left coming up to Cavoni now. Marc Marquez, this is where up through there.
You know that Marc Marquez, though, is creeping ever close to being back to his brilliant best. Here, 5 weeks later, bullish, of course, and buoyant after his brilliance in Austin.